Hi, Morgan here from Makeupconfessionals. So everyone's had some sort of eyeliner disaster story that they can tell, I'm sure. And I know I had mine back in the day when I was trying to find what worked for me, especially in middle school. We were all very eyeliner happy back in those days. So today I have a video for you which has some of my favorite eyeliners, and more importantly, eyeliners that stay put, because that's really the most important thing for me, because I don't usually smudge out my eyeliner, but even then, you want your eyeliner to stay where you put it. So I've picked out my favorites from all three categories: gel, liquid, and pencil, and I'm going to show you which ones are my favorites and the pros and cons. Okay, so first category is pencil liners, and of course everyone talks about the 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil from Decay, and believe the hype, they're pretty awesome. They'll stay on all day, and especially if you use a primer, they don't go anywhere. The only downside of, and I have it in 0, I don't have perversion, so I don't know how different that is. The only downside is they're not the Blackest black, so I'll show you the swatches of that in a minute, and those are $18, I believe, at Sephora, so they're a little pricey, but they last a while, and they're definitely worth it. Cheaper alternative would be the Loreal Hip Pencil, and these come in a variety of colors. This one, they're called Color Chrome eyeliners, but it isn't very sparkly at all. That's the only thing that I did not like about this pencil, is it has a little bit of shimmer in it, but I kind of comforted myself by saying that usually the shimmer in my eyeshadow gets in my eyeliner anyway, and so nobody will really notice. But this stays exactly where you put it all day. Maybe not as long lasting as the 24/7 eyeshadow pencil, but eyeliner pencil? But it's a lot softer and it's a lot blacker. I will show you these two swatched side by side, and this is the 24/7 eyeliner from Decay, and this is the L'Oreal Hip eyeliner pencil. And as you can see, yeah, you do notice the shimmer just a little bit, but this is a lot more transparent and not as true black as the L'Oreal Hip pencil. The L'Oreal Hip pencil runs for about $10 depending on where you buy it. So it's almost half the price of the 24/7 eyeliner pencil, so it just depends on your preference which one you like better. Okay, moving on to liquid. I have two alternatives, also a high-end and a drugstore brand that you can buy, and they're both great eyeliners, but they both have their pros and cons. So I'll start out with the drugstore one, and it is called the Eye-Tech liquid eyeliner from Milani, and it is a little bit more like a felt tip, which I personally love, but it's very like liquidy. It's not like a marker per se. It's a lot more like an actual liquid eyeliner, and I'm actually wearing it today, and I think that it works amazingly. It's waterproof. It dries pretty quickly. It has like a ball in it, so the like product will stay on the tip. So that's how I think it differs from a regular like felt tip liner, because I've had problems with them drying out a lot. But this is definitely a must-have, and you can buy that pretty much anywhere cosmetics are sold. I think most places carry Milani now, and I bought it on sale for $6. I think it's normally $7 though, closer to $7. So, and then for the high-end brand, I actually got this in my Birchbox. I don't know how many other people did. It's called the Blinc eyeliner, and it's their motto is brush it on, slide it off. And it's an interesting concept. It's more like a coating that goes on your skin, and you can like, it kind of reminds me of the nail polishes that you used to have when you were a kid and you could like peel it off. I used to feel so gypped when my mom got me those because they would never last. But anyway, this lasts, and it's completely waterproof. I've taken showers with it and gone back out, and it's still on and looks, I mean, it needs a little bit of touch-up, but I mean, it lasts through water. And if you use a primer, I don't really get any transfer on my upper lid. So this is really awesome. The only thing is it doesn't really come off with eye makeup remover. I mean, it will, but not like other liners. You really have to use your fingers and rub it to get it off. It really does what it says. But this will stay put for hours. And let me show you. This is just a sample size that I got in my Birchbox, but I would assume that the full size is similar. The brush is extremely thin, so it's very good for doing thin liner if that's what you're into. And it dries very quickly, but you do have to close your eyes and wait for it to dry for just a couple seconds. Okay, and the last category that I have for you guys today is cream or gel eyeliners, which are usually regarded as the most heavy-duty liners. And I would have to agree with that. I usually use gel liners for like dances. I used it for prom, and they are the most long-lasting in my opinion. Okay, and the first one that I have for you guys is Maybelline Eyestudio. And I love this. I had to try something else because I've had it for like a year, and if you can see, there's just a giant crater in it. And it's a little dried out over the course of a year, but I mean, cosmetics aren't meant to last forever, so when it was brand new, it was awesome. I can definitely vouch for that. So that's a great, it's a great gel liner. It's waterproof, and it's extremely black, very highly pigmented. And it comes in a variety of colors, I believe. It came with a really good brush, actually. I still have it somewhere. Aha! Okay, here's the brush it comes with, and it's a little frayed now, but I've used it countless times. It's a pretty good brush for like a, freebie with the product, so that's usually what I use to put it on, and it's a great buy. I think it's around $11 after tax, depending on where you buy, so it's a pretty cheap alternative. I actually don't have a high quality or like a prestige line fluid eyeliner. I was gonna thinking about MAC Fluid Line already. I was thinking about getting MAC Fluid Line or a Bobbi Brown pot liner, but I hear they're exactly the same thing. Anyway, moving on. Okay, I picked this one up today because I needed a new replacement for my Eyestudio gel liner. Anyway, this is Hip's version of that. It's called Color Truth Cream Eyeliner in 905 Black. And it looks like this inside. I haven't used it that much, but my experience with it has been pretty good. I did run it under water, and it's completely waterproof, so. Okay, and a very cheap alternative is the e.l.f. Cream Eyeliner, and you can get this at any Target, and it retails for $3. As you can see, I've made a pretty good dent in that. I like this. It's pretty waterproof. I wouldn't like wear it to the beach or anything, but if you're worried about crying or something like that, or getting rained on, it should hold up nicely. My phone's ringing. But it is not as pigmented as the others, and you definitely get what you pay for with that one. So here are the swatches of all three gel liners, and I would say that the Hip is the most pigmented, most black gel liner that you can get at the convenience store. So this is Hip, the Hip Color Truth gel liner or whatever, and this is Maybelline Eyestudio in the middle here, and then the last one is the e.l.f. cream liner, and I don't really know if you can see, they kind of all look the same in the camera, but there's a definite difference. This is definitely less pigmented. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. It's a good liner still though, so anyway, so those are all great options. I use them all on a weekly basis depending on what kind of mood I'm in, and they will not move. I have very oily skin, so I have tried all of these products and they stay put, especially if you use primer. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.